Trick or treat, everybody! This is TinBoy752, aka the player who used an overflowing star gem pack in Love Live All-Stars. I will be doing my card breakdown featuring the Halloween dress-up set, which the scouting banner is available until October 30 afternoon by the time you are watching this video. I will start off with basic info, my thoughts on the cards, and then the verdict. Oh my lovely waifu Riko, I shall get your festival card soon, but for now, here is Halloween dress-up Riko. Being a natural guard card, her base stats will start off at 5,548 base appeal, 8,328 base stamina, 4,629 base technique with 13.88% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 9,944 base appeal, 14,916 base stamina, 8,286 base technique with 24.85% critical rate. Riko's skill is healing, restoring stamina from 20 to 32% of her stamina. Her passive ability is Stamina Plus, affecting natural cards by increasing base stamina by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Shielding, gaining shield by 10% of her stamina on her taps at 20% chance. Not so long ago, we have Summer on Stage Nozomi, who is a third year natural healer that you can get during events. And a little bit a long time ago, but we already have Festival 2 Haneo with being the first year natural healer. Now, to finish off the trinity of natural healers, Riko is now the witch that you can now use her skill set to heal. This is actually one of the rare instances where natural healers are now getting more notice after the notable presence from Nozomi's Summer on Stage card. Now, her ability, however, is shielding, so this is like a reverse skill set to Hanamaru. Festival 1 Hanamaru, that is, because Hanamaru's skill is shielding, and her active ability is healing on taps. However, Festival 1 Hanamaru is a festival card. This Riko, however, is a scouting UR card. However, her skill set with her and Hanamaru are flipped, so she prioritizes more on healing over shielding. So this is like a rewarding chance if you were to scout her, not just because of her very, very scary costume, but also the skill set that is pretty much a good idea. While her passive focuses on natural cards, I don't think that's gonna be much of a letdown, but consider you might want to scout her if you're going to go for natural healers. This is what she looks like wearing the Halloween dress-up costume and costume preview. For a blood-sucking vampire, dang. I mean, you can see why that Riko is the potential key member and the integral part of Guilty Kiss. Besides that, dark costumes, pretty good. Pretty tempting, alongside the dark red roses around her skirt and around her vest. Her hair is braided on the right side of her hair, and actually the top hat looks pretty nice to top it off her Halloween dress-up costume. Raise your paws in for the new Fang in town, and that new Fang is Halloween dress-up Rin. Being a pure voltage card, her base stats will start off at 7,410 base appeal, 5,181 base stamina, 5,928 base technique with 17.78% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 13,260 base appeal, 9,282 base stamina, and 10,608 base technique with 31.82% critical rate. Rin's skill is Appeal Buffer, increasing effective appeal by 6 to 72%, affecting pure cards for 5 notes at 33% chance. Her active ability is Appeal Plus, affecting pure cards by increasing base appeal by 4 to 5.2%. Her active ability is Voltage Gain Buffer, increasing voltage gain by affecting herself by 15% during appeal chances. Imagine she was like, her idolized illustration looks like she's playing a role in the movie Cats, which I don't recommend watching it, but I'm glad she is featured in a Halloween set where she can finally be either like a wolf or a cat. I wish I know. But anyway, aside from the punny name on her skill, Rin is pretty much a appeal buffer if you want to use her either on back or front line, because her skill and passive ability benefits your cards. This effect, however, the voltage gain up that will only use during appeal chances only affects herself. Pretty useful on the expert difficulty of Aurora Jumping Heart and other Fierce songs. I do think that the voltage gain up would have been a bit cool. Just make sure to increase the voltage cap if you have maximum limit increases and then voltage gain up on herself, because wouldn't be useful if you don't have chokers. That way you can benefit from herself. She can also team up with Dreamy Kids Landrina and Glittering Night Parade Yoshiko. Yeah, I'm looking up at All-Stars Kirara website just to see, just to make sure that I don't get lost. But overall, Rin is the first year pure frontliner that you can get during the scouting lineup. This is what she looks like. Oh my gosh! That's some oversized flaws. This looks like a more rabid version of her Festival 1 card, which is the I forgot what is this, Bop Rin. This Rin costume, however, looks like nice. Top it off, the thick bushy tail alongside the wolf mane. It looks like a wolf mane, or was that a rare cat? I wish I know. But anyway, pretty cool. I say pretty good for the cat lovers out there. And finish it off with the purple belt that has the rare cat design. But anyway, I would consider rating this costume an 8 on 10. She'll be earning the most brawn of the costume in a Halloween party. The scouting answer that you can get starting this manner is Water Blue Mari. Being a pure guard card, her base stats will start off at 3,095 base appeal, 4,767 base stamina, 4,054 base technique with 12.16% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 5,276 base appeal, 8,119 base stamina, and base technique of 6,899 with 20.69% critical rate. Mari's skill is Stamina Damage Reducer, reducing stamina damage by 8 to 20% for 5 notes. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting pure cards by increasing base appeal by 3 to 4.2%. Her active ability is Shielding, gaining shield by 6.6% of her stamina on AC success. Now, I'll have to say this, a bit of a moderate card, but not much, because she focuses on reducing stamina damage, which would have been useful in songs where it costs you stamina very quickly. This, I don't think it will work efficiently in Mijuko Dreamer. I wish I knew. However, the stingy part of her skill set is that her shield is only rewarded on appeal chance success. So, you might want to score some ACs if you want to guarantee your shield, because otherwise that won't work. Otherwise, just get her for costume collection. Just make it on the water blue set. This is what she looks like in costume preview. I'd say Maddie is like the third year leader of Water Blue New World formation, and come to think of it, she also has a crown to distinct among the other 9 members. Actually, other 9 members when I'm thinking about 8. Anyway, to distinct herself, she has the purple flower, and the accessory is mostly normal. She doesn't hang her hair on the left side, just letting her hair down for this costume set. Very gorgeous. I would say the shiniest costume, but not the good skill set that I would expect. Ah! The fang's all here. It's Halloween dress up Shioriko. Being a natural SP card, her base stats will start off at 6,457 base appeal and technique, 2,462 base stamina with 19.37% critical rate. What am I getting with my voice right now? Her 5th limit stats will end up at 11,566 base appeal and technique, 4,406 base stamina with 34.69% critical rate. Shioriko's skill is SP voltage buffer, increasing SP voltage gain by 30 to 32% of her appeal for the next SP burst at 33% chance. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting natural cards by increasing base appeal by 3 to 4.2%. Her active ability is also SP voltage buffer, increasing SP voltage gain by 20% of her appeal for the next SP burst on using up to 10 SP bursts. So stack as much as SP bursts as you want, but it'll only work on the first 10 SP nodes. This Shioriko card is pretty decent for an event UR that you can collect. However, there is a caveat, and some Shioriko players have already stocked up their materials, similar to event UR arena that we just had last month. Now, I would say this Shioriko is very good if you want to just stack up on voltage gain, like very hard, and provided that she can also stack up with her own SP skill from this active ability, you could gain about an addictive of 20. At about 52% of her appeal, she will be able to increase the SP voltage. Granted, she will need some help, so that's why she'll be needing some natural cards to stack up against all odds. Other than that, we're gonna see what she looks like in costume preview for now. I do have to say that sacrifice for the base stamina is pretty decent, but oh well, for an event I guess it's not that bad. But if you want to use her on frontline, don't expect her appeal to be this high, to be this useful, unless there may be some like Mirai Ticket. Mirai Ticket is where you can reward some voltage SP, but I don't think there will be a natural song that would use her. Oh well. Okay, after reading a little bit on the reference that Shioriko was wearing this time, this is what she looks like in costume preview. Now, for an event and as cool as her character, this is the second time likely that Shioriko is now on the dark side where she wears dark costumes. Her Festival 1 card is pretty good. Her Festival 2 and party costumes were all a bit, well, showing her light side of her costume set. This time on Halloween, her costume is inspired by a Shang-Chi. How do you pronounce this one? Anyways, I think she's like a Chinese vampire. Like, I really like the design. I think she might have got that costume set from Lanju. But other than that, great jewelry. The lineup is very good. If it were for a talisman, I would have guessed she would have been like an undead zombie. But a beautiful zombie nonetheless. It's a very good costume for those who are going to tier for her. I do recommend to stack up her limit increases, so do tier as soon as possible if you want to get her up to 5th limit increases without any care on your financial trust or star gems. I bet this is gonna be one of the event URs that most players will be look forward to tier on this game after all. The event S-star that you can get is LLLI. Being an active voltage card, her base stats will start off at 4,250 base appeal, 2,229 base stamina, 3,646 base stamina with 10.95% at 93% critical rate. Her 5th limit stats will end up at 7,238 base appeal, 3,791 base stamina, and 6,204 base technique with 18.61% critical rate. Eye skill is Appeal Buffer, increasing effective appeal by 4 to 5.2% for 5 nodes, affecting active cards. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting herself by increasing base appeal by 5 to 7%. Her active ability is Voltage Gain, gaining voltage by 7.6% of her appeal on AC success. Oh my gosh, this is like Maddie all over again, but this time Eye's ability is weaker than Maddie's. So, I'd say an average scouting SR stats. Don't expect this to be powerful. And what's great about it is that her appeal plus for herself, so I don't think she'll be useful on backline, even just a little bit for our SR cards or R and SR cards lineup. And yes, I'll have to repeat this, but this is a greedy active ability on AC success. Guarantee 100% chance, unless if you're running on expert song that has punishing conditions. Ice ability won't work. Mostly costume collection. This is what she looks like in her costume preview. Now orange, and then Love the Live Will Live emblem, and then the Nijigasaki medal. I this time now has to share the same beret as Mia, who actually first wore that beret in the exchange event not so long ago. Now split side skirt. I don't know where they get that inspiration. They might have saw Sentina's dive costume, and that's where some of the characters will be having split skirts in this LLL set. I guess that distinguished the good and bad side that would happen throughout season 2. I guess I like this costume. Pretty much good for a Gato girl here.
Wait a minute!
Hey, just wondering, is this an out-of-season Valentine's Day joke? No. Mogyuto Love Dese Kinchu is the next Muse UR set until the end of December. Anyway, Ellie is starting the set. Being a small SP card, her base stats will start off at 3,844 base appeal, 2,938 base stamina, 3,334 base technique with 10.03% critical rate. The 5th limit stats will end up at 6,548 base appeal, 4,998 base stamina, and 5,687 with 17.06% critical rate. Ellie's skill is SP Gauge Gainer, increasing SP Gauge Gain rate by 6.4 to 7.6% for 3 notes, affecting same strategy cards. Her passive ability is Appeal Plus, affecting same strategy, and her active ability is SP Voltage Buffer, increasing SP Voltage Gain by 8% of her appeal for the next SP burst on AC start at 30% chance. This Ellie is not much to write home. Well, you could start off by having an SP Gauge Gainer and then sideline with other wild cards. You could use her passive for save strategy. Because we're an event SR, I don't think that's much to write home about. Pretty good costume collection, I guess. Alright, this is what she looks like wearing the Mogyuto costume. Our maiden here, Ellie. You know what? That's the weirdest timing to have Mogyuto costume on Halloween, and I do put in that Diablo Immortal joke because anyway, pretty much the maiden set, short sleeves, short skirt, well, and blaze stockings. Well, pretty good SR card, pretty good costume for Ellie. I bet she'll be fine. There's not much to waste star gems for, but I do suggest Party Ellie coming up next month. Now that her next SR is an event card that you can get during events, you can save up your star gems for her if you wish. I will have to say, the scouting URs that we can get for this event is not much decent. Especially, we just finished off the anniversary lineup. I will have to say, Riko is one of the most notable ones because Riko's ultra rare this time is a natural healer. So if you're going to scout for her, be my guest because she is more of a powerful healer. Not much to overthrow Festival 1 Hanamaru, but her skill set is mirrored to her. Healer and shielder. You could get nothing more than this. As for Rin, good frontliner. She can stack up well for fear cards. However, her voltage gain up is benefiting herself, so Little Red Riding Hood, who just came to the movie Pause, actually in the movie like Cats. Shioriko, I guess Shioriko is gonna be the highlight UR, and our beautiful zombie girl will be having the, well, I guess SP voltage bombing of her lifetime, and pretty great Halloween costume that you can get for this event. Now for the SRs, the blonde trio, I think they're gonna be benched for now, especially Maddie here because of the damage reducer. Ellie being the SP gauge gainer, and then her ability is SP voltage gainer. Lastly, I think I is pretty good, but I don't think that's gonna be holding off her well because of her skill affecting active cards and base appeal only for herself. I'd say the blonde trio is bench for the SR lineup. However, overall, I do think the scouting URs are pretty good. Not much that you can do for meta for now, but I do think I recommend scouting for Riko if you want more natural healing cards on your deck. That's all for this video. If you like what you hear, give it a like and comment, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for notifications. I'm streaming games 3 to 4 times a week on YouTube at 21 PHT. I'm also on Twitch on an irregular basis. Links to my socials are in the video description below, and I will see you next time. Trick or treat, and happy Halloween! Goodbye! See you soon!